Hey Jared, I got your first design draft done for you. There are a couple of things that worked out, a couple of things that did not. I'll go through them one at a time. I know there was a list, and this is only the first draft, so we'll still be refining the project. So going into, I'll show you the floor plans first. I added the garage onto the front of the house as you wanted. 2 steps, go through the garage door, 2 steps down to the garage slab. I couldn't, the way it looks now, I don't think we can stack the stairs down here on the first floor. The reason being, going down to the basement, the reason being is this bump out here is not floor to ceiling. It's not part of the foundation. I'm going to verify that, but according to our measurements, the foundation will go straight across. So the front of the house is cantilevered over that foundation. Normally you don't see a cantilever on a foundation that is a 2-story cantilever, meaning normally you would only see this first floor cantilevered over the foundation. If you can see, like here, right here. Normally, if you have a 2-story house, they don't allow you to cantilever. This might have been built before they started coming up with that rule, but normally there's too much shear in the floor joists for this to happen, so you normally don't run into that. But in this case, I believe that's the situation. I don't see any pictures on the house that say otherwise to me, that this is not a cantilever. But that's why I want to take a look at the house next week, because that's going to dictate some of the design changes we make on the next draft. So as far as I can tell right now, we can't stack the stairs underneath because once you go down, there's not enough space to get the stairs to align unless I make them really steep and not to code. So I just can't be done. So trying to keep the stairs where they are now, but still make some changes. I'm making this a laundry room with a folding counter. I do like the idea of having a mud room coming off the rear of the house. So I do like this as a mudroom entry. You could also, most people don't even use their front door anymore. Everybody uses the garage. You could have this area here as a mudroom with bench seating and shoe cubbies, and then you come through your garage door here. This is going to be the new living room with the fireplace, a TV above the fireplace. So this is what the interior is going to look like so far. This will be the door going into the mudroom and laundry room, and the stairs down to the cellar. And then this is the door going into the garage. I have, let me see. I got a couple of better renderings, but I can't show them to you live because it just doesn't work that way as well. So this is a better, higher end rendering of what the room is going to look like. A refrigerator here and countertop, very large island, and then a dining table with multiple leaves for large gatherings. This is what a direct view into the kitchen is going to look like. I like having a nice sliding glass door. I'm not a big fan of swing-in French doors, so I changed this to a sliding glass door. 3'6" on this side, 3'6" on this side, and plenty of room front to back between the kitchen sink and this counter. I have a hood above the stove with a microwave built into this island here. That's just a matter of preference. People generally like the cleaner look of not having the microwave above the stove. Me personally, I don't mind having the microwave here because I'm getting too old to bend over and look underneath the counter and looking into the microwave to check to punch the numbers. To punch these numbers when I put something in and take a look inside the microwave. But it's just a matter of preference. So you tell me how you like it, how you don't like it, what changes you want to make. Then going through the rest of these renderings, this is a close-up of what I think the living room is going to look like. This is just a buffet server to kind of delineate the room between dining room or eating kitchen and living room. Is that the last one I got? This is a far away view. This is what the exterior of the back is going to look like. Expanded waterproof deck over columns to give you some covered area for a dining table underneath. New Trex decking and new white vinyl railing going all the way around. All right. Now this is, right now I'm just showing you cedar shake siding because that's really prevalent out on the East End. I am redoing the front porch with thicker columns and a barrel vault over the front door. So that right there, that is a barrel vault. And then I did black shutters with the muttons, the grills and the window grills only in the operable top portion. Gives it a kind of Southampton look to it. And then, let me see, is that it? No, gotta add one more. And this is the one straight on. All right. Now, as far as the exterior, you tell me what colors you want on the exterior, and we can definitely play around with it. It's very easy for me to finishes, siding, base shake, the whole plan. I can easily do something like this. Don't like that. I'm going to pause this for a second. Okay, so I can do vinyl cedar shake, and I can pretty much do any color that is in the rainbow. You tell me what color you like, and I will show you what the house is going to look like. Colonial white. I can also do any color as far as a, let's see, Main Street. If you want to see how it's going to look in a general lap siding. So you see how it looks this way. Beige. Let's try a spruce. I don't get a lot of people that ask me for green. Occasionally I get a yellow. I think I did one green. I did a blue, flagstone masonry blue. I did that on a house in Mattatuck that's under construction right now. So whatever color you want, whatever style you want, just let me know. But going back to the interior, I did play around a little bit with this bathroom, made this one a little bit smaller, made this one slightly larger with an 18-inch bench with a shower. And then but these room sizes remain the same. If I go upstairs, now these, I generally like to show furniture in my layouts because people will ask me, let's go downstairs to the first floor. People will ask me for floor to ceiling windows. And then they realize they can't furnish the room because you can't put furniture up against that window because it's floor to ceiling. You're just going to wind up covering the window. So I always like to show as much furniture in a floor plan as possible. Generally, you want to present the door to the, the bed to the door. So when you walk in, the bed is the first thing you see, and the dresser is off to the side. So in this case upstairs, normally I would put the bed here, present it to the door, but it makes it kind of tight. And these are existing bedrooms, so it doesn't really matter, but I'm a stickler for details. So if I had something like this, you're going to see that it's kind of tight at the foot of the bed. And then you got all this wasted space on the sides. If you decide to put a TV on top of the dresser, it's kind of a tight floor plan. Same thing happened in this plan down here. So I decided to change the bedroom layout and do the dresser to the far end at the foot of the bed. Just gives it more, I don't know, I just think it's a better use of the room. I believe I did change this bathroom a little bit. There was a double sink in here. I find for a common bathroom, it's extremely rare that two people are going to be using that bathroom at the same time, especially if it's brothers and sisters, if it's friends. It's a different scenario if it's husband and wife and the master and you have double sinks. But in a common, you don't really need a double vanity. It's more important to have more counter space. This is an odd bathroom because you have this corner here, and as you expand this vanity, this distance here closes down and winds up being a choke point into the bathroom. I thought about maybe making the linen closet smaller, but this staircase going up into the master kind of inhibits me from moving this door over to the left and shrinking down the linen closet. So the answer was just to really keep it as one vanity with a lot more counter space. As far as the master bathroom, I made some minor changes. I got rid of the hall closet. I thought it was funny that, and I see this a lot, the wife gets all this closet space, and then the husband gets this, little rinky-dink, what was here before, I think it was like this much closet space, and there was, I think this was a linen closet. So I decided to get rid of both of those, make this a pocket door with a really large vanity, window at the end, then the toilet, and a nice size stand-up shower, again with a bench. This is a 3-foot wall between the toilet and the shower, and then Herculite thick glass going floor to ceiling. I'm sorry, from the low wall up to the ceiling. A little seating area. You can decide if you want to do a credenza or a dresser or something in this corner, or even a nice desk. This is the enlarged deck that's going to be waterproof to provide some coverage for the deck below. Let me know if you want me to make it bigger. And that pretty much is the floor plan. I did a little bit of treatment on the exterior with a gable here and a gable here. Let me know if that works for you, if you want to see something else. And then also this is the cellar entry going into the basement. One thing I do know that we might have to investigate a little bit further is, let me see. This pipe going across, I believe, is going to be in the way. That's the waste line going out to the cesspools. The door for that basement entry is right about over here off of the picture. Let me see. Pause this. Okay. So this is the video we took of going down in the basement. The entry door is going to be right in this area here next to the electrical panel. So we're going to have to figure out, I'm going to talk to Steve when I get out there, see if we can relocate this drain line so we can get your basement entry door in. If that becomes an issue, we're going to have trouble getting a basement entry door into this layout, because you don't want to put it on the front, obviously. Even if we tried to put it on the rear, this drain line is still in the way. And usually the drain line is below the floor slab, but this means that you have a high entry point into your cesspool. We could bury it in the ground, and then once it gets to this point, to get it up to go out into the cesspool, we do an ejector pump. Not a real fan of ejector pumps, but if that's the only way to get an egress well, or either way, an egress well or an egress door into your floor plan, that might be the only way we get it done. But I just want to show you that exterior cellar entry. All right, shoot me some comments back, and I'll see what I can do about getting you a revision out within maybe a week, week and a half. But I'm going to be out there on, I think we said Thursday. All right, talk to you soon. Have a great day.